Step right up. This way to the fabulous Pokemon Grand Challenge. Come one, come all, and see the most amazing battles in the universe. And the most amazing thing of all is the entrance is free. That's right, folks. You don't have to pay a cent to get in. You pay to get out, but the cost of that is up to you. So step this way. You, sir, are you in or are you out? Me? Well, gee, why not? It's free. Let's go. And we join you here live today at the Pokemon Grand Challenge. These two contestants are really going at it, with Kilowattrel and Incineroar coming out, and our Daniel doing Incineroar and Archaludon. Incineroar's Intimidate's gonna get that Incineroar and that Archaludon right away. But then his Incineroar's gonna get his Intimidate on Kilowattrel, but it's got a competitive ability, so it makes its special attack go up. But it is gonna work on the opponent's Incineroar. Now what's he gonna do? He could fake out, he could flare blitz, he could knock off, parting shot. Looks like he's going in on the Kilowattrel. And it looks like he might try a terrestrialization, or maybe not. Looks like body press is super effective against that Incineroar. But he'll have to decide what he wants to do. Electro shot, not set up in the rain without a power herb. Probably won't do much. It'll take 2 turns to pull off. Looks like he's gonna go for the Draco into the Kilowattrel. His Archaludon's been faked out, and the Kilowattrel has been faked out. We've got 2 fake outs on the field and 2 flinches. So turn 1, not much. Not much happened. Looks like he's thinking about switching out. Is he gonna switch his Incineroar out? And if so, with what? He's got 30 seconds to figure it out. No, it looks like he's going in for an attack. Is he gonna go for a knockoff? Knockoff would make the opponent's item fall off, which could be helpful. Oh, it looks like he's gonna go for a parting shot. Into the Incineroar, or into the Kilowattrel. He's got 10 seconds to decide the Kilowattrel. And he's going for a body press into the Incineroar. Kilowattrel used Thunderbolt. Almost took the Incineroar out, but not quite. And the body press goes into Incineroar and does massive damage. But that Incineroar's parting shot makes that Archaludon's special attack and normal attack fall, and he's out. Back to Ash. Ash versus Daniel. Anything could happen. Now, which Pokemon is Ash gonna bring out? Ash has had quite a go over the years, and he's gonna bring out Garchomp. It seems he left his Pikachu behind today. Now we're seeing another parting shot into the Kilowattrel, but guess what? It doesn't work, because the Kilowattrel's got that competitive ability. It just makes it even stronger. Poor choice on Daniel. But he does get the Incineroar back to his hand. And what's he gonna bring out? Pelipper or Basculegion? Basculegion or the Pelipper could both get fried by that Kilowattrel pretty easily. He's got 30 seconds to decide what he wants to do. Looks like he's going for the Pelipper, which he could if he gets a chance to terrestrialize into ground type to stay away from that electric move. Its ability Drizzle makes rain come out onto the field. It's time to get my umbrella out. Now he's dealing with the Kilowattrel and the Garchomp. Looks like a Sleek Weather Ball's gonna go into the Kilowattrel, who's got plenty of health. And a Draco Meteor into the Garchomp, which could take it out if he does it. Well, now that he's got the rain set up, he looks like he's going for an electro shock into an electric type. Very interesting choice. But will it pay him out? Looks like he has terrestrialized into that ground type to avoid those electric damage from that Kilowattrel. Kilowattrel does Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, it doesn't even affect Pelipper because of that ground terror. Perfect choice. That Earthquake's going to take everybody down pretty good, except for the Kilowattrel. That Jaboka Berry on the Pelipper is going to do a little damage to that Garchomp. And he gets the Electro Shot off on the Archaludon. Since it's raining, it's only going to take one turn. Special attack boost. And there it goes. Almost taking the Kilowattrel out. Now Pelipper can finish that Kilowattrel off with a Weather Ball. And that is the end of Kilowattrel. Now what will Ash bring back? Looks like he's going back for the Incineroar to get the Intimidate off again, to get the attacks down again. Doesn't really matter for Archaludon because he uses special attack. And it doesn't really matter for Pelipper either. Looks like he could do a Weather Ball into Incineroar. He could switch to Basculegion. Basculegion has plenty of water moves. It's got Last Respects, but that won't really help too much right now because nothing has died yet. Last Respects doesn't get stronger until things go down. Pelipper is out of here, and the Basculegion comes out. The Incineroar uses Fake Out, but it doesn't affect the Basculegion because it's Ghost type. Earthquake comes down, almost takes the Archaludon out. Basculegion's not looking good either. It takes the Incineroar out. So the Garchomp, Ash has killed his own Pokemon. The Draco Meteor comes out to finish that Garchomp off, and that's a double KO on one turn, thanks to the help of Garchomp. It's looking good for Daniel. He's still got all 4 of his Pokemon, and Ash only has 2. He's going to bring out Tyranitar, and that's going to change the weather with his Sandstream ability. Oh, it looks like I was wrong. He's only got 1. So all he has to do is take this Tyranitar out, and it is set and match. He's got 4 Pokemon left, but they all have pretty low HP, so this really could go anywhere. Looks like he's taking Archaludon back. And he's bringing out Incineroar to get that attack down on that Tyranitar. Looks like Ash is going to go ahead and terrestrialize his Tyranitar into Flying type. But we've got a Wave Crash coming from the Basculegion. And that almost takes the Tyranitar out. Basculegion was damaged by Recoil. And that's Incineroar and Basculegion out of the game. Now we're looking at a slick 2v1. The Tyranitar is buffeted and goes down into the red with its health. So I've got an Archaludon with 17 HP and a Pelipper with 40. If he can get a move off on this Tyranitar, the game is his. But if the Tyranitar can go first and take both of them out, then the game is Ash's. This could go either way still. It all depends on who's faster than who. He's looking at his body press, and he goes for an Electro Shot. With the rain still on, it should just take one turn. And he's going for a Weather Ball with the Pelipper. So if his Pelipper or his Archaludon are faster than that Tyranitar. It's game over, and the Archaludon goes first with an Electro Shot. Boosts its special attack. And that's the game, folks. Tyranitar has fainted from that Electro Shot. Ash has no more Pokemon left, and Daniel has one.
Wow, I can't believe I just won 3 games in a row. That's great. What a great first day. I think I'll stop for now. See what tomorrow holds. That's how I found myself in this sick and twisted mind frick of a competition. 15 games a day, no team sheets. Best of 1 against 10, maybe 15,000 hungry bastards. But it was my time to shine. I had put the work in, I had dedicated, and it was time to prove my worth. Alright, now it's time to really get into this thing.
Alright, they're sitting pretty. Look at that.
Wow. Won 5, lost 3. That's more realistic, I suppose, but that's still pretty good. I think I'll put it down, come back to it tomorrow.
They are rattling breakfast plates in basement kitchens. Along the trampled edges of the street, I am aware of the damp souls of housemaids sprouting despondently at area gates. The brown waves of fog toss up to me, twisting faces from the bottom of the street, and tear from a passerby with muddy skirts, an aimless smile that hovers in the air and vanishes along the level of the roofs. Good morning.
Alright folks, here we are at day 3 of the Pokemon Global Challenge. Today we've got Daniel versus Danny. Hate to see 2 Dans going at it. Really hate to see it, but sometimes that's the way it goes. Looks like we've got Annihilate and Whimsicott on Danny's side, and Amoonguss and Incineroar on Daniel's side. Incineroar's Intimidate goes off, but Annihilate is not having it, and he gets even stronger because of it. Not good for Daniel. Now what's he gonna do? Is he gonna Flare Blitz that Whimsicott for super effective damage? Looks like the Whimsicott is doing a beat up on that Annihilate, which will make its Rage Fist strong. Just very, very, very strong. 4 times stronger. And he's letting off the Rage Fist. Right into that, Amoonguss takes him out in 1 shot. That Amoonguss is done. Not a good way to start a battle, but maybe he can make up. And he gets the Whimsicott off with a Flare Blitz in 1 shot as well. So Daniel and Danny are gonna go down 1 Pokemon each right now. Now what's he gonna bring out? He's got his Incineroar out already. He could bring the Pelipper out, or he could get Archaludon out. Looks like he's going for the Pelipper. And Danny is sending out his Dragonite. So we've got quite a bout here with Annihilate and Dragonite versus Pelipper and Incineroar. Looks like the Pelipper is going to go for a Hurricane for super effective damage into the Annihilate. The Incineroar is going to do a knockoff. Oh, maybe he's switching it up. He's going for a Protect on the Pelipper. And is he going to go for the Parting Shot? Or is he just going to go for a straight up swap in? Looks like he's going for the swap in into his Archaludon. Our Chaladon comes out in the rain, and Pelipper protects. Dragonite uses extreme speed into the Pelipper, but its Protect shuts it down. The Annihilate uses Rage Fist also into the Pelipper and shuts it down. So a very nice call on Daniel's part using Protect. But he's not going to be able to protect again, so what's he going to do now? Is he going to go on the offensive? Is he going to try to set up a Tailwind? Looks like he's swapping in for Incineroar on the Pelipper side. Or maybe not. Maybe he's going for a Hurricane on the Annihilate and getting some offense in. That Electro Shot is primed and ready to blast off. Electro Shot not super effective to either Pokemon, but still should do some serious damage. As a 2-turn move, reduced down into 1 turn, it's very powerful. Looks like he's Terastallizing into a Bug type, hoping to get that Rage Fist damage down. But will it do the trick? It doesn't look like it will, as that Rage Fist takes our Chaladon down no problem. And his Terastallization is gone. Pelipper does get the Hurricane off into the Annihilate. Oh, and takes it right down to 1 HP. Doesn't look like it was a Focus Sash. It just looks like he wasn't lucky there. Dragonite's attack and speed is going up. And Daniel's bringing out Incineroar. His 2 Pokemon that are left to take down all of Danny's. Unfortunately, that Intimidate is going to raise Annihilate and his strength even more. If he could get one more Hurricane off onto it, it would be gone. No longer a problem. And he does have his Fake Out. Pretty sure Fake Out doesn't work into Annihilate though, because it's part Ghost type. I could be wrong about that. And I should probably check that, because that's something I should know. It fakes out into the Dragonite. The Rage Fist comes out and takes the Incineroar down in 1 hit. Not very effective. I don't think so. Looked pretty effective to me. Dragonite does flinch though and can't get its turn off, and the Pelipper takes the Annihilate out no problem with its Hurricane. The problem here now is Danny's got 2 Pokemon left and Daniel's got 1 Pokemon left, and it's Pelipper. That Archaladon is going to be pretty hard to take down. Archaladon and Dragonite versus Pelipper. Looks like that Dragonite is really buffing up with another Dragonite dance. Attack and speed are up. Hurricane goes off into the Dragonite. Does about half of its health. Not bad. But this Electro Shot from our Chaladon coming into the Pelipper is not looking good. Special attacks going up, and here comes the Electro Shot. And that takes the Pelipper out no problem. And that is a loss for Daniel. What a shame. Sad to see. Won 6, lost 13? 13? Jesus. Well, I guess it could be worse. We'll put it down for now and see how tomorrow goes.
Tomorrow I will start to be happy. The morning will light up like a celebratory cigar. Sunbeams sprawling on the lawn will set, dew sparkling like a cut glass tumbler of champagne. Today will end the worst phase of my life. I will put my shapeless days behind me, fencing off the past as a golden rind of sand parts slipshod sea from solid land. It is tomorrow I want to look back on, not today. Tomorrow I start to be happy.
And here is the match we've all been waiting for, Daniel versus Yak. Now will Yak be Yak attacking all over Daniel? Typhlosion and King Gambit of the Hisuian coming out versus Goldango and Amoonguss. Let's see what happens. The Amoonguss is going for a Rage Powder, and tried and true, the Goldango is going for a Terastallization into Fighting type with Terra Blast, going into that King Gambit, which in the past has taken King Gambits out immediately. If it doesn't take this King Gambit out, it would be the first time for Daniel that hasn't worked in his favor. Looks like that Hisuian Typhlosion is going into Terastallization Fire type to boost its fire moves. And Daniel is Terastallizing as well. His Goldango going into Fighting type to get that Fighting Terra Blast off into that King Gambit. Now this really is going to come down to speed. There goes the Rage Powder. So everything should be attacking the Amoonguss, but Eruption attacks both. And that's a double KO right off the bat. The Hisuian Typhlosion is fast and strong, and it's not looking good. He's gonna really have to do something if he wants to get out of this predicament. He's bringing his Archelodon and his Pelipper out. If only his Pelipper knew Wide Guard, he could protect against that Eruption damage, no problem. But unfortunately, it does not. So he's gonna have to rely on his speed. If he can get that Weather Ball off, he might be able to take that Typhlosion out and stop a huge threat. But then he still has to deal with the King Gambit, and his Goldango's gone. So that could be difficult. Looks like the King Gambit is going to the back. And he's bringing out Torkoal, which is going to take that rain away and replace it with some hot, hot sun. Sunlight has turned harsh, powering up those fire moves even more. Eruption comes out, and that is another double KO, and that game is done. This is probably the fastest, saddest game I've seen all weekend. That is such a shame. Daniel loses to Yak in about 30 seconds flat.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, good for you, buddy. Glad I could make you feel good.
I suck.
Will it let me? Because I thought it was done. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's done. Alright.
1-3, lost 9? Oh, I could have not even played today and it would have been better. Well, I guess that's it. I'm out of here. Grand challenge, whatever.
Well, how did it go, sir? Were you the best? Like no one ever was?
Hell no. Not even close. I feel like dog ass.
But, did you give up?
No. I guess not, huh?
Determination is the powerful internal drive to persist towards a goal, especially when faced with challenges. It means choosing to fight rather than quit, embracing hard work, and getting back up after setbacks to learn from mistakes. By cultivating this unwavering resolve, we can overcome obstacles, achieve our ambitions, and unlock our full potential in every aspect of life.
Wow, Ringmaster. Thanks a lot. Felt like goat farts before, but after that speech, I feel pretty good. That really means a lot.
You
You pay to get out, but the cost of that is up to you. Oh. Free my ass.